'Twas the night before Christmas.
Duh, Basil, I know what day it is.
No, Pen, that's just how the story starts.
Oh.
So, 'twas the night before Christmas, the world covered in snow, everyone asleep, save for Santa, elves, and a certain Piñata we know. Now Piñata was out for a walk in the night, and Santa was making final preparations for his flight. Paw prints were left with each step in a trail. The cold nipped at his nose, and it bit at his tail. Santa shouted, "Let's go!" and the reindeer took off, delivering gifts to the world, the team led by Rudolph. Probably. I don't really know. When suddenly the sleigh fell to the ground, out of control with no one around. Some punk kid's light had hit Santa in the eye, and that's why you don't point lasers to the sky. The sleigh crashed in the snow, though all were all right. However, it seriously disrupted Piñata's walk on that night. "Oh dear," said Piñata, and Santa at the same time. "To meet up like this, it must be a sign." "What happened?" said Piñata, full of concern. "Just a naughty kid who's not getting gifts anymore." And Piñata left Santa cold in the dirt because his walk was more important than all the kids on Earth. The end. Good night.
What? That can't be how the story ends.
You're right. That seems wildly out of character. Okay, the real story actually goes on like this. As an alert to the others, one reindeer let out a cry, to let them all know they'd be unable to fly. The poor creature's leg was too tender to stand on. Santa checked and noted they'd only pulled a tendon. Piñata promptly asked, "May I offer my assistance?" And Santa held his arms out. He had no resistance. The reindeer shuffled its way to the sleigh, and Santa readied Piñata so they could be on their way. The magical dust that allowed Piñata to fly got into his wounds and tickled inside. He chuckled a bit, then got information, ready to finish getting gifts to kids throughout the nation. After all were set, the sleigh took off once again. "I'm so glad to see you tonight, my old friend."
I knew it. Piñata does know Santa.
It certainly would seem like that, wouldn't it? Piñata helped with the team as they flew around the earth, leaving gifts by the trees that stood next to the hearths. When all the gifts were finally delivered, Santa took out one last gift, golden and silvered. The present was for Piñata, who had saved the day. He thanked Santa, who nodded and went on his way. Piñata paused from his walk to open the box. To his surprise, inside laid one pair of socks. Next to the socks sat a note, and it goes, "Merry Christmas, Piñata. Hope these will heat up your toes." Good night, Pen.